Good morning, friends. My name is Allison, and for those of you who are new here, I am the self-proclaimed priestess of Wonderland, and I'm here to encourage you to be the ruler of your own world and to create the life of your dreams. On this channel, we connect to herbalism, natural healing, crystal healing, energy work, body work, to help explore your own spirituality as well as your own higher self, and to be the best version of yourself, to lift each other up, to encourage each other to be the best version of themselves. Today we are following along in the Just a Phase Moon Planner and talking about the energy of the moon cycle for the current week. I find that following the moon is the best way to connect to myself, but also to the planet that we live on. By connecting to the moon, you're also connecting to the seasonal shifts that we have throughout the year. That's what we're doing here today. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. And for those of you who have been longtime subscribers, thank you so much for your support, and thank you for encouraging me to continue on this journey and creating this channel together, creating this community together. I really appreciate you. And I'm going to leave you with future Allison to tell you about the moon energy for this week. Hi, good morning, friends. Thanks for starting off your week with me. Today we are talking about the energy of the moon for the week of May 23rd through the 29th. And we've got a last quarter week. So in Pisces, and we're starting off the week with the last quarter moon in Pisces. And so I've decided to work with the third eye chakra again, like we did last week for the eclipse week. I hope your eclipse week went okay. I really found that, like, typically normally for even just a full moon in Scorpio, I would probably want to use a root chakra or an earth star chakra mantra to help keep me grounded during that time, to keep me from like floating off into space. But last week we decided to work with the third eye chakra, and I really think that it helped me understand more, and I was kind of more at ease with the things that were coming up. I guess maybe because I was able to like see things clearly instead of like initially getting really overwhelmed by all of the energy that was going on. And because we're connecting with Pisces energy today at the beginning of this week, I just thought that we could connect to the third eye again. You might want to switch it up as we go through the week and use a different mantra, especially when we get into Taurus at the end of the week. But that's just what I was feeling today, so that's what we're going to do. So we are listening to the third eye chakra solfeggio frequency, which is 852 hertz. I love working with sound as a way to cleanse and clear and connect. I play them in my home. It helps kind of clear the energy in your home as well. So we're going to be listening to that while we use the Om mantra, that's OM, for connecting to the third eye. So here we go. Take a deep breath. Om, 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 Om. Om. Sorry about that. I got stuck in between the keyboard and the planner here. So, how does that make you feel? I was noticing that I was like kind of doing some breath work. I was inhaling every time I said Om and exhaling as I said it, which I don't think I've ever noticed doing that before with other mantras. So it's just, that's just a really lovely practice that I like to do. It takes a few minutes. It's really quick and easy, and it really helps get you connected. So we've got third eye chakra cards here. We have a card for this last quarter week for anyone who's watching now and anyone who will be watching later. Oh, this is the same one we got last week. So this is light codes. All beings come into each lifetime with light codes. They carry and transmit over the course of their lives. These multidimensional pieces of information and wisdom are shared without conscious communication. You are activating new light codes of healing right now, and you can use them to help yourself and others as you feel called. To understand more about these codes, go into meditation and consult your guides. Ask for clear signs, symbols, and guidance. So the crystal that they recommend is sodalite, and the herb is mandrake root. So I guess we should talk a little bit about this card, since it's the second time that it's come up within the last week. So this can be happening on a subconscious level. Everybody transmits light codes in a different way. Some people, it's through making eye contact. And you might notice this happening if you've ever made eye contact with somebody and you just like felt so connected to them and like you couldn't stop looking at them. That can be a light code transmission. Some people transmit through their hands. So as a massage therapist, I understand that I am transmitting code when I am doing massage and body work. But a lot of times it happens on a subconscious level. This can be someone that you're passing in the grocery store, someone that you're, and you kind of notice how some people will just kind of come into your life as an acquaintance and then they just kind of drift out. And it's because we're all meant to pass each other, like our whole life was supposedly planned before we came here. So when we have these interactions, it's timed for when you're ready to receive this information, and whether you're able to like handle that information and handle that upgrade or download. I also chose to use the Akashic Tarot. This was gifted by one of our community members to me, and I am so excited to start working with it. So whenever I get a new deck, I try to work with it as often as possible to get to know it and get to know the energy of it. So we'll be picking a card out from there. So we're really focusing, I mean, I can't really, I'm just going with my intuition here because we're starting with last quarter Pisces, and Pisces energy is about things on a subconscious level. So we might still be integrating the information or the things that came up on the eclipse, and I don't know, I just really felt connected to all of this subconscious energy. So today we are starting with a last quarter moon. This means that the last quarter moon means that the moon is half lit, and it will continue to darken as we make our way through the week. So if you need to color in your moon phases here, the dark side is going to continue to increase as we make our way through the week. So that means you're just going to want to draw your line a little bit more than halfway, and just continue to do that all the way down, so that by the time we get to Sunday here, it's going to almost be completely shaded in, because next Monday we have the new moon. So I just kind of draw the line and gradually move it as I make myself through the week. trying to just shade this in really lightly so that I can still see the signs, since most of it's going to be dark, especially as we get to the end of the week here. So when the darkness increases, the energy is decreasing. So this week you want to start winding down things, making sure that you have some time off around the new moon, giving yourself a little day to like read for 30 minutes to an hour, maybe doing some meal prepping so that you're not rushing around trying to make dinner for everybody. That's a really big thing for me. I make things in bulk. I make a big smoothie at the beginning of the week. I make a big pot of tea or a jug of tea, and I keep a gallon pitcher in the refrigerator of both of those things, so that if I don't have time to make a meal, at least I can grab a smoothie and get some nutrients that way. And personally for me, that works really well. So it's all about finding things that work out for you. I don't like to be eating like really big heavy meals when I'm doing massage work. So smoothies give me energy and nutrients. I used to just try to like eat a really heavy breakfast and then a really heavy dinner when I got home, and then I would just kind of snack and nibble throughout the day, and that just wasn't giving me enough energy, because being a massage therapist takes a lot of energy. It's kind of like working. You feel like you've worked out all day. Is what it feels like. So finding smoothies, and I'm able to add protein powders or extra vitamins in there if I need to, but I make sure that I'm getting vegetables, fruit, and sometimes yogurt and greens will go in there. So that's just what I've found works out for me. And honestly, because I'm a very I like sweets, I like sugar, and I like junk food. It kind of makes me feel a little bit better if I have a smoothie with a bag of chips instead of having just a bag of chips. So I am one of those people that like will eat the bad thing with the good thing. My favorite meal ever is like a big dinner salad with a side of French fries. So I'm like, at least I get my French fries, but I'm still being good. And I really do like salads anyway, so that's just my favorite meal. But again, that was like a lot of trial and error and a lot of pain and discomfort digestive wise, and also a lot of fatigue. So that's just what I do. During the last quarter week, I make sure that I have things like I just ran out of tea and my smoothie, so I know that I really have to make sure I have a big pitcher to make it through the entire week. I might even like make another one like Thursday or Friday so that I'll have it for the new moon. I definitely will have it for the new moon. Schedule your massages, schedule your pedicure for the beginning of next week. Take some time off if you can. I try to at least have one day off when I have my personal cycle. So that's what we want to do throughout the week. Because we're in Pisces today, you might not really be feeling doing that like organizing kind of stuff. That it might be that just you want to ease into this week, start out slowly, and then when we move into Aries on Wednesday, or actually Tuesday night, we move into Aries. That might be when you're really gonna try to do your active stuff. Because Pisces is water, there's gonna be emotional, but it's also like very like a creative emotion, like dreamy, inspiring kind of emotion. I'm trying to remember to include that I also try to wear watery colors on a water day, and that that's just something that I like to do that is just kind of fun for me. It's fun for me to like look at the moon sign for the day and then pick out what I'm going to wear based on that. And that's just something that helps me get going in the morning, because I really struggle in the mornings. I'm not very motivated. So that's just one thing that I do that I find fun to do in the morning while I'm getting ready and drinking my smoothie or my coffee or whatever. I like to sometimes I wear buttons that have the moon signs and the moon phases on it. But typically on a Pisces day, I'm going to be doing like gentle yoga, some meditation maybe, allowing myself to feel, allowing myself to cry if I need to cry, laugh if I feel like laughing, because when we allow ourselves to feel our emotions, they don't get all bottled up and then explode, and it's just easier to deal with and process things. So Tuesday night at 9:41 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we're going to move into Aries. So this is like Wednesday and Thursday might be the days that you're really going to start like making sure that you've got food in the fridge for the weekend or into the beginning of next week. And tying up loose ends, wrapping up your projects. You might even want to start planning for next month, like what can I do this week that's easy to get done, easy to check off, it's not going to take a lot of energy, and then start moving your to-dos to the middle of next week when you're going to when we're going to start building more energy again, because remember, the energy is decreasing throughout the week. On 6:23 a.m. Friday morning, we will move into Taurus. This is a nice energy to have going into the weekend, because Taurus is kind of in a similar way to Cancer. It has this like homey feel. Taurus is ruled by Venus, and so pleasure and things that make you feel good, things that make you comfortable. It's like that kind of energy, so that's kind of nice to have if you have the weekend off and you're able to just be home and cozy. I like to also take care of my physical body on a Taurus day. So because the light is decreasing, this might be something like a massage or getting your hair done, getting your nails done, something that's like relaxing, that doesn't take that much energy or effort. And again, that's having somebody do it for you. But I also like to focus on like my physical environment. I might like redecorate my office, rearrange furniture, stuff like that. It's like Taurus is the physical, tangible things that we love and give us pleasure and comfort. So that would be for Friday and Saturday. And we won't move into Gemini until 5:23 p.m. on Sunday. So technically for the whole weekend we'll be in Taurus until Sunday evening. And that's going to bring us into our new moon on Monday. And so we will talk about that next week. So this week and next week, we're having the big quarter phase on Monday. The week after that, it's going to slowly start shifting to Tuesday, and then it's going to shift to later in the week. So it's kind of different energy to start the week with a big quarter phase, specifically a new moon. Starting a week on a new moon is not very ideal unless you're like me and usually take Mondays off. But, I would just recommend starting the week off kind of taking it easy, and I think without having looked at closely at next week yet, I think the same kind of energy for next week. So if you are planning things, shifting things, changing, like using this week to do the quick and easy things that you can just like check off really quick, and then look into next week it might be, what I'm trying to say is you might want to be planning your to-dos for the middle of the week. Like, don't plan for big projects on Monday to be due or whatever. Shift your heavy stuff, your bulk stuff of the week to the middle of the week for this week, and also probably for next week, because we're starting the week with a new moon. So you might not have that much energy. Make sure that you've got like a frozen lasagna in the freezer, or a big bowl of rice that you can just add some chicken and vegetables to, or something like that. And save your big tasks for the middle of the week, for this week and next week. So technically, we are going through all of the elements this week. We're starting off with water, moving into fire. That fire is action and passion and creation. And then we go back down to earth, which is grounded, stable, stability, physical things. And then Sunday night, we'll be moving into Gemini, which is air. And we'll talk more about Gemini next week, but that again is a sign of air. This is air. The element of air represents mental activity, wisdom, and specifically with Gemini being ruled by Mercury, this is an energy of communication. This can be verbal communication or written, any form of communication. So let's see what the Akashic Tarot has for us this week. I typically don't use tarot cards for my weekly card because it's just, there's so many things that it can mean, and I find that like sometimes it puts too much pressure on. But I really want to learn this deck, and I'm enjoying working with it so far. And it just kind of had this like eclipsey subconscious energy to it. Okay, so can we have a card for those watching now and those watching later? Oh, interesting. I've got one in reverse, so I'll show it to you upright. This card is number 22. Add some. Whoa, this looks like, are there ghosts? Are those ghost people? Okay, wait, so there's like an angel, like an older woman, and a older man. Add some. I don't know what that word means, and it's interesting that we're getting it in reverse. So this is number 20. So this deck completely has a different major arcana than, and totally different suits as well for the minor arcana. So it's a lot to learn. I think I'm going to read the upright version as well, just to like, so that we can get a feel for this card, and then we'll read the reverse meaning. So a candle casts light upon an open book. There is an open book on the table there. An open book held by a young woman. Okay, so she's the young woman sitting at a desk. Her eyes are drawn to the side as if she were distracted from reading by a curious thought or somebody nearby. She is surrounded by several people, many of whom are somewhat translucent and glowing. An angel bends and whispers, "Adsum, I arrive. I am here. I attend you." Adsum is a single word that has many, many meanings. First, it affirms your own strength and focus in the present. You can use it as a command word whenever you find yourself distracted from what's at hand. Say, "Adsum, I am here," and feel yourself attend to the situation or person before you. This word also declares your arrival at your goals and all your wishes come true. Say, Adsum, I arrive, and take no moment to see yourself reaching your goals. Absolutely. Whenever you get this card, know that you are on your way to the results you seek with the help of others and the glorious help of Spirit. This card also reminds you to be assured that no matter what is happening in your life, Spirit is always there for you. They reach out to you, sharing their light and power and serving you in every way. From the least to the highest, from grandma to the divine, an internal community attends you. Say Adsum and take some time to attend to them too. You can act on your promise to God as Spirit lifts you upon their shoulders. You are present for each day, and together you arrive at your dreams. Okay, so this is kind of interesting. If you want to look at it upright, I know some people don't really like to use reversals. I usually don't do reversals on a deck that I'm just learning, just because it's so much information to learn and process. But let's take both of them. Maybe someone resonates with the first one, and in regards to this last quarter week and wrapping things up and tying up loose ends, this would be a good thing to say to yourself, Adsum, I am here, or Adsum, I arrive, meaning that you have accomplished your goals for this month, and that kind of helps wrap up your week. But let's see what the reversed. This card shows you may feel you've lost sight on your purpose and contact with your friends, higher self, and your spirits who attend you. Maybe you're too emotional or too stressed or just busy. Say Adsum and remind yourself that you are here for a reason. It's time to do the work that helps you arrive at your dreams. No matter why you feel disconnected, this is when you need your life helpers and spirit guides most. They have not deserted you, so don't desert yourself. Open the door and renew your commitment. Meet them in your life and your meditations. When you do, you'll find the help, love, and joy that attend you right now. During this phase, it is important to take some action toward your purpose for each day. Even little steps will take you to your destination. So I love this in reverse for the energy of this week too. If anybody who's watching who has felt kind of disconnected and is looking to reconnect, you can use this word Adsum, and always remember that you have Spirit on your side. Call on your spirit guides for help to help you you can even ask them to help you connect again. So there's one last message here. Close your eyes and sense all your spirit guides gathering. Take a deep breath and feel the words, Adsum, I arrive, inside of you. The divine stands next to you as you arrive at your highest dream. See it now. So that's a nice visualization to do for this week. Close your eyes, visualize that you have your spirit guides surrounding you, and visualize your goals. Visualize achieving your goals, accomplishing your goals, checking off your to-do list. Visualize these things as if they've already happened, and ask those spirit guides that are surrounding you to help finish, help accomplish, help stay focused. This is kind of, the reverse meaning is also interesting, that we're trying to stay connected to our third eye chakra. So if anybody is out there who feels disconnected, using the Om mantra that we used earlier, and also listening to the 852 solfeggio frequency is going to help you as well. Thank you so much for everybody who has supported this channel, supported me in any way. Thank you so much. I hope that you have a wonderful week, and we will see you next week for the new moon and new moon in Gemini. So thank you so much again, and I will see you next Moonday.